As families get ready for another not-so-normal school year, we want to make sure that you know exactly what you're expecting as your kids head back into the classroom every day this week. On Fox 61, the School Squad is visiting different districts to tell you about how all of them are preparing.
And today, our Angela Bavaro is breaking down New Haven's back-to-school plans. Angela, good morning to you.
Good morning. We are exactly 2 weeks away from the start of the school year here in New Haven. Now, at this point, the district is planning on in-person learning 5 days a week with no in-person option being offered. And when it comes to those mitigation strategies, those are pretty much going to stay the same as last year with a few tweaks here or there. So here's what you need to know about that. That means all students and staff will be required to wear masks, and things like cohorts, contact tracing, social distancing, those are all going to continue as well. And here are 5 other big things that parents need to know about for the upcoming school year. Contact tracing protocol is in place should a student or staff member test positive for COVID-19.
The same protocol we used last year, where we have someone who, if I'm close to you, for example, and I am exposed or I'm tested as being positive and I was close to you, then you would have to quarantine and I would have to stay out until that period is over. It's about 7 to 10 days period. We have to stay out and then remerge with the school community.
So what's learning going to look like for those students who do end up in quarantine?
For those students who we quarantine, we'll make sure that they get work to be done. When we start school, we are giving back everyone their devices. We're looking into whether or not we're going to have teachers still work with them, so that they're getting the live class, or whether it's going to be just giving them work to catch up, because they're not going to be out for a very long time. It's a matter of 7 to 10 days before they come back into the learning environment.
Safety measures will still apply in more social settings like lunchtime and gym class.
Following what happened last year, kids go to lunchroom, they go in with their mask, but they sit somewhat apart, not too close to have their lunch, and we had some kids eating in their classrooms to take that burden off the cafeteria.
And what about the school bus?
Not different from how we've had it for the last couple of months when students were in school. They still are going to have, they still have to wear their mask on the buses, and we have not had much of any problems with students wearing their masks.
Students and parents can expect more project-based learning this upcoming school year.
That is important to us because it's something that has it can engage students. We are focusing on student engagement rather than just sitting in cemetery condition learning from the teacher. Cemetery style, just sit quietly and listen. We want them to be actively engaged in the learning. We have invested a lot in professional development for our teachers so that they pivot from the way we used to do things. And many of our teachers have learned very quickly. They've learned how to even use the technology for project-based learning, integrating technology into the classroom. So there are some good things that came out of COVID.
And as families get ready for the new school year, the New Haven School District is hosting a back-to-school rally. That is happening today from 2 to 6 p.m. right here at Hillhouse High. Lots of fun stuff going on there, including free backpack and supply giveaways. And there is also going to be a COVID vaccine clinic on site where eligible students can get their shots. And just a friendly reminder that the first day back to school here for New Haven students, that is in 2 weeks on August 30th. Reporting in New Haven this morning, I'm Angela Bavaro, Fox 61 News.